Good evening and welcome to Sunset News on this Wednesday evening. As always, we bring you news, community stories, economics, weather, and sports. I'm Aina Kweo. In the news tonight, a correctional officer based at Oluno Correctional Facility in Ondangwa, who is involved in a love triangle and has been accused of allegedly threatening a man with a gun on Sunday at the Shinimeshimvula location in Ondangwa, has gone into hiding. The man allegedly suspects the victim of having sexual relations with his girlfriend, whom he was reportedly busy with lobola negotiations. The police in Oshana region have opened a case of attempted murder and assault through threatening and discharge of firearm in municipality area. The victim allegedly received a message on Sunday inviting him to the woman's place at around 11:23 p.m. Head of Oshana Community Policing Subdivision Inspector Thomas Ayambo confirmed that the correctional officer has gone into hiding. Ayambo said the complainant received a text message from his girlfriend inviting him over. Ayambo said the victim went on to the girlfriend's room at Shinimeshimvula. Upon arrival at his girlfriend's room, the victim reportedly went in the room, and a few minutes later he had a car in motion that was in the yard. The girlfriend then told the complainant that her boyfriend has arrived and he is very dangerous. He must hide in the toilet. He hid as per request, and the boyfriend came in the room. After some minutes, the victim, decided to get out of the toilet and got out of the room. The suspect then chased after him but couldn't get him, he said. Ayambo said the complainant saw that he was no longer being chased and he stopped running, but after a few minutes later he saw a car coming in his direction and he started running, and it got close until a point he could not run. The driver got out and chased him by foot, and he started firing shots in his direction. Complainant saw sparks at his feet made by the gunner and he stopped running. The driver then came to him and grabbed him by his shirt and asked him who he was. He identified himself and he was pulled to the car, and the driver ordered him to get into the car, he said. Ayambo said the suspect drove back to his car and to the girlfriend's place, and the suspect questioned the complainant and drove with him for a very long distance. The suspect allegedly threatened the victim that he was going to deal with him. Moving over to our next story. Students on the verge of graduating from the University of Namibia in April have voiced frustration and disappointment over the recent decision by the institution to withhold academic records and not update the online academic status of graduating students with outstanding tuition fees. According to the students, the decision hampers their ability to get jobs and settle their outstanding fees. These outstanding debts were accumulated in various ways by students who were in the hostel, from daily meals, student lenders, self-funded students who couldn't settle their fees, or unprivileged students as they come from disadvantaged backgrounds, said former 2023 Student Representative Council Vice President at the Rundu campus and affected prospective graduate Joseph Kazangile at the press conference held in Rundu on Tuesday. Kazangile said having an updated academic status is crucial for applying to jobs, as employers requires proof of completion. Previously, once a student completes their studies, the academic record is fully updated to degree obtained status, and their academic record or transcripts are given to them, while the university withholds their qualification. In this context, the university Authority decided not to update the status of the academic record to degree obtained, nor give us our transcript. This institution made us unable to apply or be shortlisted for any post in our fields, he said. Moving over to our next story. During the 23rd Information Communication Technology Stakeholder Engagement yesterday, ICT Minister Emma Theophilus revealed that the government has availed funds for various ICT projects. The implementation of the Universal Access Service initiative that aims to roll out 30 radio access network towers at an estimated 110 million Namibian dollars for 3 years. This initiative aims to bridge the digital divide in the unserved and underserved areas of the country by providing access to network connections, she said. In addition, 20 million Namibian dollars have been put towards the establishment of Namibia Cybersecurity Incident Response Team under the Communication Regulatory Authority of Namibia and 1.5 million Namibian dollars of the implementation of the 5G strategy. In addition, the ministry appreciates the sector's continuous support in the development and implementation of ICT projects. The government also remains committed to providing the 3 legislative and policy frameworks which are relevant and responsive to the ever-changing technological advances, and plans are underway to review the national broadband policy. Your input in this regard will highly be appreciated, Theophilus added. And in our final story, construction is underway for the Namakwa Kalahari Children's Home in Hochas, a small settlement located 110 kilometers southeast of Mariental in Hardap region. This initiative aims to provide a safe space that will lead to a brighter future for children facing challenging circumstances in the community, with an estimated population of 1,868 according to the 2023 census. The vision for the children's home was born out of Tio Paulina Goliath's concern for the welfare and future prospect of the children in Hochas, where substance abuse and frequent child neglect and abuse are rife. Her passion for improving the lives of the local children was ignited during her tenure as a local school principal. Witnessing a cycle of dropout rates due to a dire living conditions, Goliath resolved to take action, and the journey towards realizing her dream of constructing a children's home saw collaboration with international partners. One day in 2014, I woke up with a vision of starting a children's home presented to me. Then I began working towards the vision, and in that year, a woman from Norway came with a program to uplift and empower children that are struggling academically, and my school was one of the 10 pilot schools. I shared my vision, and she promised to connect me to partners that would assist, and that is when she connected me to Shoot for Change, an NGO based in Spain and Italy, which eventually facilitated collaboration with a foundation, a non-profit organization committed to uplifting communities through architectural projects, she recalls. After the break, we return with our story of the day. Don't go away. In our Story of the Day segment tonight, to provide basic to provide basic local information for major infrastructure development in Namibia, the Namibia Statistics Agency launched the 2023 National Infrastructure Atlas and the National Land Cover Classification Standard at Safari Hotel in Windhoek. The two-part event covered various areas of infrastructure, with the Atlas serving as a guide for evidence-based spatial planning, supporting governments at all levels to improve infrastructure for societal well-being. The National Land Cover Classification serves as a standard gazetted by the government to harmonize all official land cover classification maps in the country for harmonized spatial planning and national reporting. Watch as Salomo Hay, NSA board chairperson, introduces the Land Cover Standard and National Infrastructure Atlas at the launch.
The NSA, in collaboration with our stakeholders, initiated a process of implementing a national standard with the aim to harmonize the land cover classification in the country. The National Land Cover Classification Standard is both a planning and a statistical reporting tool that will allow other government agencies, universities, research institutions to report and account for changes in land cover, environmental reporting, and accounting in the country in a standardized and consistent manner. We don't like the inconsistencies, so the NSA is helping to change the country. In addition to the production and dissemination of official statistics, the NSA produces and informs the National Statistical System with a range of geospatial products to illustrate the geographical distribution of various features throughout the country.
After the break, we return with Community Talk. Walvis Bay Bulk Terminal, aimed at addressing the housing backlog issue in the harbour town, rejoices as the Municipal Council gives them a token of hope to be homeowners in portion 19 of Farm 37. The 33-hectare piece of the land will create erven for approximately 1,100 low-income residents in the harbour town. The WBBT Group, in its initial application, requested the council to avail not less than 1,000 plots for the envisaged housing projects in Walvis Bay. As portion 19 will only deliver 686 single residential ervens, the opinion is held that this amount of single residential ervens could suffice to serve as a first phase of the project to provide housing to the members. In a council meeting held on Tuesday, the mayor of Walvis Bay, Trevino Forbes, said that every council meeting witnessed a result. For the most part, I believe that this council, through the 5 years, have done its part, and I would like to appeal strongly to the administration of the municipality of Walvis Bay. We would like to see tangible results, service delivery, and its optimum and work being done. We want to see potholes fixed, not only us but residents of Walvis Bay. Forbes added that the action needed to amount to action. Colleagues, I believe that we have gone through this. We have tried our level best, but now the time has come to put our words to action. And unfortunately, councillors make resolutions. We cannot possibly take that action. That action lies in the hands of the administration. Have a look.
Council, through this 4 years, 5 years, or 3 years, 4 years that we've been here, we have done our part. And I would like to appeal strongly to the administration of the municipality of Walvis Bay. There's a saying, if your words don't amount to action, you have nothing to say. We have said enough, colleagues. I believe that we have gone through this. We have tried our level best, but now the time has come to put our words to action. And unfortunately, councillors make resolutions. We cannot physically take that action. That action lies in the hands of the administration, and that action needs to be executed. We would like to see tangible results in Walvis Bay. We would like to see service delivery at its optimum. We would like to see work being done. We would like to see potholes fixed. Not only us, but the residents of Walvis Bay demands this from us. And councillors have done enough. It's now in your hands, Acting Chief Executive Officer, together.
According to Economic News, GIPF invests in Omsati housing after the break.
Connection. It's in the human touch, the feeling of belonging. It inspires us and empowers us, creates clarity from complexity. It starts new conversations, unlocks the power of advice, and makes an impact on your life. At Alex Forbes, we pioneer insight to provide you with advice that connects your decisions of today to your impact tomorrow.
The governor of Omsati says the region has benefited from approximately 67.1 million Namibian dollars in investments from the government institution pension fund channeled through First Capital, an entity involved in housing project. This investment has resulted in the beautiful neighborhoods and homes of our teachers, administrative staff, police officers, and members of the Defense Force. Thus, we appreciate the setting up of GIPF in Outapi. The governor of Omsati, Master Njala, said at the opening of the $6 million Namibian GIPF office in Outapi on Monday. He said the office will result in reduced cost, distance, and time incurred by the members and beneficiaries on traveling to other regions to receive and access service from GIPF. It was further underscored that the spacious facility embodies GIPF's commitment to fostering creativity and collaboration among its employees, as it boasts the largest defined benefits pension fund and the single biggest investor in Namibia's economy, with the asset valued at 151 billion Namibian dollars. Now let's have a look at our economic indicators. The Namibian dollar trades for 23 Namibian dollars 83 cents to 1 British pound, 20 Namibian dollars 45 cents to 1 euro, 18 Namibian dollars 91 cents to 1 US dollar. Two commodities have gone up, that is gold and Brent crude oil, with 0.63% and 0.15% respectively. Copper and platinum have gone down. They've both dropped with 0.22% and platinum 0.74% respectively. After the break in international news, we discuss powerful names being named in the latest P. Diddy lawsuit.
Welcome to What's Cooking, where culinary passion meets expert insights.
Somebody must really want to cook and want to cook good food.
Immerse yourself in the bustling world of professional kitchens as top chefs create mouthwatering dishes. Join us for in-depth interviews as our host explores the experiences and expertise of our guest chefs. Don't miss out. Tune in to What's Cooking on NTV every Friday at 2100 hours and let the culinary adventure begin.
In international news tonight, Prince Harry's name appears in U.S. court documents related to a $30 million lawsuit claiming that Sean Diddy Combs is a sexual abuser of men and women. Record producer Rodney Lil Rhodes Jones filed the bombshell lawsuit against Diddy and claims that his affiliation to the Duke of Sussex and other stars gave him and his associate legitimacy. The court documents filed in the U.S. last month do not suggest any wrongdoings on Prince Harry's part. He is not a defendant and he is named once in the 73-page document. Lil Rhodes' lawyer claimed guests were drawn to Diddy's alleged sex trafficking parties because of their access to celebrities such as famous athletes, political figures, artists, musicians, and international dignitaries like British Royal Prince Harry. Court documents filed in New York say Prince William and Prince Harry met P. Diddy and Kanye West at the post-concert party the princes hosted to thank all who took part in the concert for Diana at Wembley Stadium in 2007. However, the Prince of Wales is not named in the court documents. It is not known how many times Harry has met the rapper since then, if at all. While Harry is not facing a legal claim, it is not the first time the royals have been embroiled in serious court allegations in the U.S., with Prince Andrew forced to settle a lawsuit brought to him by Virginia, a sex slave of Jeffrey Epstein. We will return with the weather forecast for tomorrow shortly. Here are the weather predictions. Katima Mulilo can expect a minimum of 20 degrees, while Rundu and Tsumeb can expect a minimum of 19 degrees, and Khobabes a minimum of 17 degrees, and that leaves Ochuarongo at 16 degrees. Hentespai can expect a maximum of 20 degrees, while Ludrets 28, Rehoboth 29, Mariental 32, and Oranjemund 22. After the break, we return with the local sports package courtesy of Arihoghad.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and starting off with soccer news first, and it's soccer news from the Euro 2024. That is elimination Group A game that was played, and it was a big game in Cardiff. It was a big game for Wales and for Poland, but it was Poland that went through, and they beat Wales on penalties by 5-4. That was after the game in Cardiff ended 0-0 in normal time. That's a big result for Poland because they now qualify for the Euro 24 tournament that starts on the 14th of June and will finish on the 14th of July. That will be played in Germany. They will now join Group D, and there they will have tough competition. They will play in the group with France, also the Netherlands and Austria. Also a few friendly games, international friendlies that was played, and it is a South African team, Bafana played against Algeria. It was an exciting game played at the Nelson Mandela Stadium in Gqeberta, and it ended in a 3-3 draw. Some other international games results that I can mention is that England drew with Belgium. That was 2-2. Then it was Germany. They were too strong for the Netherlands. 2-1 that score. And then some of the African teams that also played, it was Egypt that lost to Croatia at home, and that was 4-2. And Zambia beat Malawi 2-1, and a good win for Kenya. They beat Zimbabwe by 3-1. Moving on to tennis news, it's the Miami Open that continues in Florida in the United States of America, and it is the two highest seeds in the women's division that's through to the semi-final. It is Elena Rybakina. She's the number 4 seed. She had a tough game against the 8th seed Maria Sakkari, and she won by 7-5, 6-7 and 6-4. That's to advance to the semi-finals. Then also number 5 seed American Jessica Pegula. She beat Emma Navarro by 7-6 and 6-3. In the men's division, the players still fighting for places in the quarterfinals, and it is number 1 seed Carlos Alcaraz safely through. He beat Lorenzo Musetti by 6-3 and 6-3. Then number 4 seed Alexander Zverev continuing his good form in the tournament, beating Karen Khachanov of Russia 6-1, 6-4. And then lastly, also number 2 seed Yannick Sinner, also in good form still, beating Chris O'Connell of Australia by 6-4 and 6-3. The finals
Thank you very much for making Sunset News your number 1 choice. You can catch us on Facebook and on all NMH platforms on weekdays, as well as on our website, which is called oneupto.com. And on that note, please don't end your day without us. Good night.